What's up, everybody? It's your boy Busy Blue, and I am back again with another Celebrity Big Brother recap and review. Yo, this episode was good. Yo, did I enjoy this episode? I was texting everybody I know like, yo, come on. Did y'all see this? Did y'all see what happened? I was hyped, so I'm gonna try not to be as hyped during this review, but I was here. Before I get into this review, subscribe. We have a lot of fun on this channel, and I'm a lot of fun, so make sure that you subscribe. Y'all, let's get into it. It's Celebrity Big Brother Season 1, Episode number 2. Before I start, who did you apprentice for? Girl, we about to find out. This year's about that road. Anyway, so here we are. We start off the show. Ross like, yo, I know what's up. I see what's going on. We got girls here. We got boys here. I'm trying to navigate throughout the waters. Brandy's talking about how she normally gets her. You know, I feel like she's always going to have this highfalutin thing about her, and I just really don't like it. That's an old word to use. She's going to have this highfalutin thing about her, and I just really don't like it. I understand that you're a celebrity, Brandy. I normally give my gift bags, because they're talking about post gift bags. I normally give my gift bags to my housekeeper. And then she has to win the money so that she can give it to her kids so they can pay for private school. $30K. Anyway, James, he's like, look, normally everybody else is scared, but I love gifts, so it don't matter to me what I get, So now we have the whole code. They're coming together and they're like, look, we're going to try to work this to our advantage. Yo, I don't like the fact that they're not making this name stick, because I love hashtag whole code. I love it. I really, really do love it. I love the name that they created. I'm going here for it. Let's not play with it. We got the boys talking. It's Ross and Mark and talking about what's going on. And Ross is basically like, look, normally in the Big Brother house, whoever the HOH is, you have to suck up to them. Now I have to suck up to 10 people. That's a lot of sucking. Even for me. Now, Ross, I don't know how you made it to the top, but I'm proud of you. We going from there. Mark is saying like, yo, Shannon is serious about this game, which is what I wanted the contestants to be. Like, I'm not even mad at Shannon for coming in here and playing. Like, I think one of the lights had busted. It is a little light in here, but Jesus. Let's hope I don't catch on fire like Michael Jackson, y'all. Y'all heard that? It's still getting a little sizzle. Let's hope I don't die. Live on the scene doing what I love to do. Anyway, no, seriously. But Mark is saying, yo, Shannon's serious, which is what I want. I want the people to be serious about this game. I want them to really play it. I want them to go in. All right, y'all. Sorry, I had to make sure I wasn't blowing up. So where was I? So talking about being serious in the game. I actually like the fact that Shannon's serious in the game. Like, I want people to play it. I want them to come into the house like real characters. And Shannon, she's like, look, I gotta do what I gotta do. From there, you see Marissa, Omarosa, and Shannon talking. When they get it, this is so Big Brothery. They get into it, and Shannon and Omarosa, hey. Sorry about the chair, y'all. So I was excited about that. Omarosa's like, yo, we can't lose the numbers. We got to make sure that we keep it up. After that, you see Chuck and James talking. And then it's like, look, I feel like they're going to put up some guys. And James like, look, it seems like the girls are hanging out with the girls. And if they get a repass power, then it's just going to be another girl putting up the guys. So Shannon asks everybody to come to the living room and tells them the rules of the recast power. Basically, prior to each nomination ceremony, whoever they want can go into the to the diary room and say, look, I want to open up my gift bag. If they have the recast thing, which again I like, but not for an accelerated season. If they have the recast thing, they can use it. Coup d'etat, basically the HOH, and pick whoever they want to pick. If they don't, it's just a waste of time. Now, if more than one person goes into the diary room, then they have to draw colors. And whoever has the color that the HOH picks, that person solely is the recaster. I mean, gets to open their bag. If they open up their bag and they didn't get their recasting, they're the recaster. And they get the I know y'all thinking like, okay, carry the 2, 1, if 2, A plus B, if C, then it was a lot. But anyway, you got Marissa. Marissa's like, yo, we need to pull James in so that James can be on our side. Then the girls start to talk amongst themselves. It was like, look, if a guy decides that he wants to go in, all the girls have to go in. That's just it. Because if all the girls go in, there's a greater chance that we will get our colors picked than the guy getting their color picked. That way we eliminate the option of them, even if they have this recast thing, that they won't be able to get in. And I think that's a great plan. So then you have Chuck and James. Chuck and James, we realize that they are friends outside of the house. And they've tried not to talk about it, but they are friends outside the house. They realize, look, what do we have to do? Meta, he's not a good player. And they show him sitting here goofing around. I don't like how they're doing black men like this, but that's a whole nother video. If you want that video, go to Recency Bias Radio. Y'all know I love my brother Recency Bias Radio. Now, our videos are totally different. But that's my brother and I support him. So, if y'all want that, go to Recency Bias Radio. I don't like how they... Even in that little small, and I'm gonna get to it a little bit later. I don't like how they did it in that little small thing, making him seem like he just go to Recency Bias Radio. But anyway, James like, look, we gotta get a girl out. And Chuck was like, well, James is gonna go with them, so we gotta figure out how we can get on their side. Ross is just gonna go with them, so we gotta figure out how we can get, some of the girls on our side. James tells him, well, we should come up with a name. Let's call ourselves the Celebrators. What? The what? What? Bum, 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 bum. It was just, what is this? It just did not work. No, ma'am, Pam. No, ma'am, Pam. That's just the thumbs down. It's a no for me. I don't do all of that production and stuff, but just follow me. Okay, let's keep going. So we got Shannon and Mark. He's like, look, I need people to talk to me. Like, I haven't had people to talk to me about what I'm doing. He's like, well, I'm here to talk to you now. What's going on? And Shannon's like, look, I feel like I'm one of the oldest. I need to figure out what I'm doing here, Who, Mark, do you think are the biggest threats? Because maybe we should just get out the biggest threats. He's like, oh, that's a good idea. I feel like the biggest threats are James and you. Why would you tell the HOH? I think it's good to give them praise and be like, you're a big threat and nobody's going to be able to beat you. But I feel like these other people we should do something with. You don't go in there and be like, the two strongest people in here is you and... What? I feel like they're not playing the game like they should play the game. So anyway, Ross is basically saying, I don't think there's any question about me hooking up with the women. I think everybody knew that I was going to hook up with the women. We just need to call it the girls in the game. Okay? Because I would have hooked up with them. And we need to start to flesh out the guys. In the gym, James says he loves to go in the gym with the guys and to throw down some iron. So do I. Yo, this was such a good episode. I was laughing the whole entire time, and then I was shocked. The shock is coming through. So he's like, I like to throw down some iron. It's just like, James, shut up. I just don't believe him. Something about him is just fake. It's unbelievable. It's unreal. And it's just come off, it's just so hoity-toity. A lot of my subscribers telling me that, yo, he's just the fakest one, and he just knows how to play it well. So they're talking about what they need to do with Shannon. James is like, yo, we need to do it. Mel like, clearly it makes sense. Chuck is like, look, the girls clearly have something going on together. What we need to do is figure out the girl side, or at least become buddy-buddy with them. See, the difference between real Big Brother and celebrity Big Brother is that these people probably already have spouses or are dating or whatever. They're not going to date these people. And real Big Brother, they always start off with female. Not that there have never been female alliances before, because there have. The success rate of female alliances is very low. Extremely low. We've had 19 seasons of Big Brother with BBOT. And then this one. And female alliances just don't work. They just... Looking at the ratio of Big Brothers per alliance, they don't work. So we got to figure out how we're going to do it. So Chuck was like, look, I'm about to go in there. We're going to do the spa day. He let people put facial on his stuff. He was like, yo, I'm wearing everything in the kitchen that makes me hungry. Meta got his nails done. Which Brandy was like, I just love a manly man who's able to put a nail on his finger and not care. Girl, let her... Anyway, we're going to go from there. So do you have the guys in the kitchen and they're like, look, everything's getting too cuddly. This was James talking. Everything's getting too cuddly. We need to figure out what's going on because they're emasculating everyone. We need to really get a hold of this game. And Chuck's thinking to himself, you know what? Those bags. That's what's going to help us get a hold of it. In the HOH, Omarosa and Shannon talking. They're like, oh my God, finally we get a chance to talk. Well, y'all, was Omarosa eating orange chicken? Or Chinese chicken? Whatever it was, it looked dead good. If y'all serving that in the Big Brother house, cast me. Robin. Julie. Cast me, because it looked dead good. Omarosa's like, look, I'm loyal. Like, I just want you to know that I'm on your side. I'm loyal. Just stick with me and we're going to be able to make it through. Because I stand by the person that I believe in. Then Keisha comes in. And Keisha's like, oh, I'm just, I'm fighting. I want to make sure that we can make it through. I don't like how Omarosa and Shannon got together. Clearly, I don't like Omarosa because who she supported. Y'all, this is when it gets interesting. Buckle up your seatbelts because we in for a ride, y'all. And I have thoughts. Omarosa's a cunning, smart, witty, conniving reality show individual. She was able to pull a moment out that I didn't even... dots that I never even connected. I was talking about Connect 4. Boop, I won it. To a thing that I was like, oh. She would say, I'm loyal to a fault. And when I believe in someone, I believe in them. Keisha's like, well, I don't... What makes it hard for me to trust you as a person and as a human is the fact that you stood by someone in a campaign and how people feel that everybody doesn't like. Majority of Americans don't like, or people in the universe don't like. And that makes me feel some type of way. She said, well, hold on now. I supported the man. And when I supported the man, I supported who he was. This is no different than you supporting Bill Cosby. I said, hold on now. Game changer. Whole code, game changer. And for some reason in my mind, I don't know if Keisha wanted to put it together, the similarities together or correlation together, but she was trying to act like it was just so unfathomable. Everybody, except for me. Now, I'm definitely gonna lose some followers from this. A lot of people have turned their back on Bill Cosby. I can do another video about why I support Bill Cosby. I didn't say he didn't do it. I'm talking about why I support him. And people don't like Donald Trump. And because of that, they look at Omarosa wrong. And Omarosa's like, girl, didn't you support Bill Cosby? Pill Cosby, as a lot of people like to call him? There's a very straight correlation. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not going to go too deep into that section, but we are the same. And for some reason, Keisha was trying to act like, no, I don't see that. Girl, you see it. Take off the mask, because you see it. After that, you see Chuck and Shannon talking. Chuck is here to play the game. Two people who are here to play the game are Shannon and Chuck. Like, they are ready to do whatever they need to do. And Chuck is acting like he's clueless about a boys' alliance because he wants to continue to keep the guys together. And like, whatever we can do, I'll do it. We do know it's 4 and 7. It's just like 7. Like, it's 5 guys. He's like, no, we are the kind of Ross over there. Shannon's like, okay, so y'all been meeting secretly. And y'all kind of Ross, and I said, I see what's going on. That's okay. After that, you see James and Shannon. Shannon goes in. He wants to talk to her. He wants to try to woo her over. And there wasn't much to talk about. You got Meta and Shannon. Meta tells Shannon he's ready to go home. I want to see my butt. I'm going to leave this more so up to Recency Bias Radio. I don't like the fact that first they was acting like this man don't know how to play the game and he didn't even want to play the game. He was goofing around, Meta World Peace. I'm talking about right on test. The only black man in the house. You can't take it. He's cooning out. Now I'm saying he ready to go back home to his wife. He can't live. He can't do any of this stuff without his woman. Y'all know I don't do any of that stuff on my channel, so I'm not going to go into it. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. After that, you see Ross and Omarosa talking. And Ross basically was like, look, I'm a journalist for y'all. Take note. Because I'm taking notes. And he's like, Omarosa's basically going to her confessional. She's saying to herself, you know, Big Brother is a game that really makes you stop and look at yourself as a person. And it strips away all of the amenities that you have and it makes it very difficult for you. So Ross is looking at Omarosa and was like, look, how did you ever even get a part of someone's campaign or something like that? And Omarosa saying, look, I wasn't looking at this as much as I supported him, when I was appointed to the position, I didn't look at it as I was working for him or the stuff that he was working for. I looked at it as I was doing something for my country. I'm not going to tell you what I do in life, but I will say this. I do understand that sometimes the work that you're doing for your country or for the people that you work for or with or how you're doing it supersedes a lot of the stuff that you see the people who you're doing it, who are paying you, are doing it for. And sometimes you got to shut your mouth in order to get to the greater good. And I remember, Tangent, that I was working with someone for a minute. And I remember my friend, I cried to her because I was like, yo, I feel like we're not doing the greater good in this company. I feel like we're doing the minimum and I want to do more, And she basically told me like, yo, our job is to shut up and do what we have to do and move it towards it slowly through our conversations. We can't make big changes. And it was the hardest thing to do. It was the hardest thing to come across. But I realized that. And I feel like that's how Omarosa was. Like, I feel like Omarosa felt like she had a duty to her country. She had a duty to the people that she worked with. And she was trying to do that duty. Elliot, can you turn it down some? Last time we heard it in the video. Okay. I feel like Omarosa felt like she had a duty to her country. And she had a duty to her people, and she wanted to make that duty. Now, this could all be a facade. It could be. But what I will say is that I have been in her position before where people looked at me like I wasn't doing... I've been in places where people were like, you're not doing this for me. You're not doing this for my community, for my family. And the truth is I was. But because of who I was doing it with or how it looked, it didn't come across that way. So I 125% sympathize and understand what she's saying. I get it. I get what she was saying. I get where she was coming from. Now, whether or not it was an act, I truly understand. I remember when Trump became president, y'all don't judge me, I actually thought about working for it. Because I was like, we need someone on our side, at least in the cabinet, talking about things that we need. Somebody in there has to say no. Somebody in there got to be like, nah, this ain't going to work. That's not a good idea. Somebody has to say no. And I'm not saying that she did it for that. What I am saying is that whatever excuse she created, I understand. If y'all been defending Miles for a while, y'all know what happened. But at the end of the day, I understand what Omarosa was trying to say. I understand what Omarosa was trying to do. Now, whether or not she went in there for that, I can't speak on that. I don't know her. But I can feel the fact, I can understand and feeling the fact that there's somebody who everybody doesn't like. And in order to help out, you do what you have to do in order to get in there to make sure that they do what they can do for people. And most times it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work, but sometimes it does. And you have to at least try. So, I don't know. Ross was like, yo, he doesn't feel like it's real. I don't know if it's real. But I do know that I definitely understand where she was coming from. Going from there. After that, you got the girls and James. They're talking about Mark and Meta. Those are the people that they feel like they're going to put up. Mark, because he volunteered. He was like, yo, use me as a pawn. We'll figure out what's going on. Meta, because he misses his wife. He wants to go home. He doesn't know this game. He can't play this game. Just send him home. At the end of the day, she was like, yo, we could put both of those people up because I don't want to really send Meta home because he wants to go home. So he's never going to be used to us. Let's just backdoor James. Now, nobody likes James. He's a fancy top star Nickelodeon. Let's just send him home. I was like, yo, this is a classic backdoor. Let's just do whatever we need to do. So, Shayna goes to talk to everybody to let them know what's going on. She gets all the way to James. James is like, well, you know, as long as I have to wear a leotard. You do what you gotta do to win Big Brother, James. Everybody knows that. Anyway, Brandon was like, look. The reason why he don't want to wear that leotard, because he's afraid about the small outline of the situation. Nah, I don't know. They say he don't got no baddie fat, but I don't want to get into that. So then they were like, look, let's just put up Chuck and James, and then we'll figure out what's happening after. Then the gift bag shows up on the lights. Y'all, if y'all are busy blue, y'all been rocking me for this since the beginning. Julie. Production. Where is the tree of temptation? That's this gift bag is getting more use than the tree of temptation. None of them apples got. No, that's not true. Because didn't Mark pick one of the apples? Y'all need to tell me that y'all could never send me the tree of temptation, but y'all doing something so similar. Julie, where's my tree of temptation? I've been waiting to pick the apples. At the end of the day, Chuck Liddell, he decides he want to poke the bear and push the button. Well, the girls like, girl, line up. Let's get information. Okay, the girls, they saw that. Hold up. Okay. They got in there and they was like, what you all want to do? Except for Marissa. That's a sneaky snake. That's a sneaky snake. You don't want to trust. That's a sneaky snake. She's the one in there talking about something. Well, I want somebody to check the propane tank. Girl, maybe it was that wig that was sitting up too high from your head. That's a sneaky snake. Don't trust her. From there, Shannon gets a chance to talk to Chuck. She's like, yo, I thought we had a deal. I told you were not the person who was going out. He's like, well, I want to bring the numbers to my side. I don't understand. Well, girl, you better hope this works. You better hope it works. At the end of the day, they drew their numbers and their colors or whatever. And we'll see during the nomination ceremony. Shannon drew that orange thing, and you know who got it? Keisha. Keisha pulled the thing, and I'm thinking, oh my God, Rudy, what you about to do? Rudy got a chance to do the recast power, which means that Shannon is no longer HOH. But she just stuck with the kinda, because she put up James, who we really don't like, and she put up Chuck, who I would have said to him, you were safe. But when you push that button, you're out of it. So we'll see what's happening. I'm excited about it. Chuck has sealed his own. He sealed his own fate. What y'all think? This was a good episode. It was full of ups and downs, excitement. I liked it. Y'all tell me what y'all thought. Woo! If you like what you saw, subscribe. Yo, I'm sure this review is all over the place. Because I was cooking, doing all some stuff. Subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Put in the comments, who do you think is going? How did you like the twist? Where is my tree of temptation? Okay? Yeah. If you want to know more about what's going on with me, you can join my community at The Busy Blue on Facebook. Or you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Busy Blue, no space, no E. I still have to watch The Amazing Race, and I want to eat. So I'm about to go get busy, and you guys stay busy until next time, which is literally tomorrow.